Hello everybody and welcome to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the 13th race of our 2004 and 2003 season, and the Coca-Cola 600, one of the longest races of the year, and a crown jewel for whoever gets the win. As we see here, Jimmy Johnson will start on the pole, our most recent race winner at Richmond, alongside Michael Waltrip, trying to get a bounce back race after a very tough start to the season so far. So Johnson and Michael Waltrip going into turn one side by side for the race lead, fighting out for positions number 1 and 2 on the racetrack. See everyone else goes double file here through turn 1 and 2 down the back straightaway for the first time today. Johnson there clear. There's Jamie McMurray lurking, fighting Michael Waltrip for seconds. Look at this back everyone going down. Flying to 3 and 4, 3 wide right there. Scott Riggs, Greg Biffle, and Dale Jarrett. Some aggressive racing there for position. Johnson still leading the way as we move on to lap number 2. He continues to lead. McMurray second. Waltrip, Kenseth, Rusty Wallace, the car in top 5. Jimmy Johnson for back-to-back race wins. Got the dominant win in Richmond. Trying to get it once again here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for his first ever Coca-Cola 600 and crown jewel victory. As they're further back in the pack, we're taking note of a rookie making his debut today. That is Kyle Busch, driven number 84 CarQuest Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. This is his debut today, currently running back in 35th, trying to work his way up to a solid finish so far today. As Jimmy Johnson leads on lap 2, as now cautions come out. A whole bunch of cars are out of this race. Scott Wimmer, Kyle Busch, Jeff Green, Kyle Petty, Casey Mears, and Bobby Labonte are all out of the race here at Charlotte and lap 76 after a huge crash that we missed. Also, I think there's someone else in there that I missed. It might be Tony Stewart in the 20, I believe, is out as well. That's tough for him. He won a few races ago, and he's had some bad luck since then. Hasn't been able to get the finishes that he's been looking for. Meanwhile, Joe Nemechek is leading, but now that lead has been taken away by Joe Nemechek. It's now Kenseth leads, Johnson second. Nemechek is fighting Mayfield for third, as Mayfield's now found his way into contention. But it's still Johnson fighting Kenseth for the lead here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Coke 600 in turn 1 and 2. Can Kenseth get his second Coke 600 victory, backing up the win in 2002, which propelled him to a championship? Or will Jimmy Johnson go back-to-back and start his hunt for his first ever NASCAR and XL Cup Series championship in his third season of full-time competition? Trying to work the outside lane against the lap car. Top 9 is an absolute problem. They're holding up both Kenseth and Jimmy. After 76 of 400 laps, Matt Kenseth leads Jimmy Johnson at Charlotte. Now on to lap 78. A few laps later, they're still battling Kenseth and Johnson. Sadler lurking in the background in third right now, trying to find his way up into the battle here. But it is Jimmy Johnson now taking the point away from Matt Kenseth. That pass on the racetrack coming out of turn 4. And the caution has come out on the racetrack. What has happened? It is the 97 of Kurt Busch, the 6 of Mark Martin, and the 40 of Sterling Marlin have crashed. As here, Dale Jr. back there is going to clip Mark Martin, turn him up in the wall, and collect Sterling Marlin. Kurt Busch was just coming out of pit road on the bottom of the racetrack, trying to merge back on and get a decent race going here. And he gets collected in this incident as well. See what happened here. As I say, Mark Martin got turned hard in the outside wall. Junior, he was racing Dale Jr. and Sterling Martin Jr. just clipped him, turned him hard into the outside wall. Mark Martin, now Sterling Martin comes down the track and just cleans out the innocent Kurt Busch. And poor Kurt Busch gets destroyed, just trying to merge back on the racetrack. Those 3 guys pretty much knocked out of contention with that damage for the rest of the night. Back at the front, still Jimmy Johnson leading the race. We're back underway here in the Coca-Cola 600 on lap number 83. So 18 laps to go in stage 1. A chaotic end of the stage here. Wrecks starting to pop off left and right out of nowhere. Sadler fighting Terry Labonte, who's the lap car. Sadler still leading. Kenseth runs second. McMurray runs third. Sadler looking for a second win this season. Of course, got the big win out at the Kansas Speedway a few races ago. McMurray looking for his first ever win. So see what he can do here. Meanwhile, watching the lap car of Ricky Rudd, whose front end is completely torn off that car. The caution's out on the racetrack, though. Caution lights are on. Caution is down. Oh, for our 4th caution of the day here, Kurt Busch has been wrecked here, as well as the 89 of Morgan Shepherd. As you see here, Kurt Busch just turns Morgan Shepherd in the outside wall, head on, cleans out both of them. They go crashing in the inside lane. Craven, nice job avoiding them both. But Shepherd and Kurt Busch done for the night after that one. Getting cleaned out on this crash as Elliott Sadler leads. Now Joe Nemechek leads here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway on lap number 88. Trying to get his first win of the year. Had a very strong run at Kansas, but couldn't finish the job off there. Trying to finish the job now here in the Coca-Cola 600, leading over Rusty Wallace and Matt Kenseth in a wild turn of events, and the caution is out once again. This time it is Jeff Burton who has gone around, as well as Sterling Marlin again. The 40 of Marlin's running about towards the back of the field here, gets clipped by Ricky Craven, turned up and wipes out Jeff Burton, collects Ward as well, both into the outside wall, and Jeff is done. Jeff Burton, that is, done for the night. Sterling Marlin done as well. As we continue on here down this back straightaway, Jimmy Johnson, watching him right now, looking a little bit slower than he did earlier in the race, racing his way back to the line. At the front, though, it is now Joe Nemechek still in the lead. And now Jeremy Mayfield will take over the race lead here on lap number 94 here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. So Mayfield, he has not won at all in all 3.5 seasons so far of this simulation. This time with Evernham, his second season with this operation here, or sorry, his third with this operation here, trying to finally break through and get that first Cup Series win. Contacted around goes Vickers. He gets turned by Mayfield. They're spinning in front of the pack. More cars piling in. It's the big one. Andretti into the wall. McMurray, Jarrett, huge hits. A whole nother set of 10 piles into this crash, and the big one strikes here at Lowe's Motor Speedway in the Coke 600s. All the drivers involved in this crash, a 21-car incident. Vickers, Mayfield, Jarrett, McMurray, Robbie Gordon, Andretti, Cope, Nemechek, Strader, Jeff Burton, Terry Labonte, Newman, Michael Waltrip, Craven, Gone, Ward Burton, Kirk Shelmerdine, Rusty Wallace, Todd Bodine, Sterling Marlin, and Casey Kane, all involved in this massive crash here in the Coca-Cola 600. A 21-car wreck here right at the end of stage 1. Takes out a lot of the top contenders of the day. Dale Earnhardt Jr. narrowly avoids this wreck on the bottom. He'll shoot to lead. Mayfield gets cleaned out. McMurray, Jarrett, Andretti, Robbie, Gordon, Vickers, Nemechek. A lot of good cars taking down. Then the whole second wave comes in here. That's Newman, Michael Waltrip, Terry Labonte, Brendan Gaughan. All slam into this and are completely destroyed. Newman, your defending winner of this race. Does not look like he will repeat. And a ton of carnage, taking out most of the contenders for tonight's Coke 600. Look at a lot of hard hits. A lot of guys taken out, and just lots of damage and destroyed race cars. And crushed hopes here after the big one strikes in the Coke 600. Not even the big one, the mega one. 21 cars. That's the size of a wreck at Daytona. What just what? Meanwhile, the driver scored in the lead is Elliott Sadler. But now as we move on to lap 99, it'll be 2 to go in stage 1. We have barely anybody left in the race. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in the lead looking for the stage win. See already out of the race. You got Marlin, Newman, Terry Labonte is out of this race, among many others. As Dale Jr. now leading, looking to get the stage win. Also out of the race, you have Joe Nemechek, Brendan Gaughan, and John Andretti in the 1, and the 49 and Ken Schrader leaving us just 27 in the race. So Dale Jr. coming the last out of stage 1 here, looking for his 4th stage win of the season. Really starting to rack him up now. As last out of stage 1, Dale Earnhardt Jr. looks like he'll get the stage win. The 48 of Jimmy Johnson is charging now into second. Jimmy, can he find his way up there and get around Dale? These two finished 1-2. Well, not 1-2, but ran 1-2 most of the night at Richmond. Looking to do that once again here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Jimmy Johnson flying down the back straightaway. Can Dale Jr. hold on through 3 and 4 for the final time? Heading back to the start-finish line to claim the stage win. Jimmy Johnson's going to have a huge run, but he's going to run out of time. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will win stage 1 here at Charlotte. His 4th stage win of the season. Jimmy Johnson second. Then it is Sauter, Kenseth, Sadler, Biffle, Derek Cope, Michael Waltrip, Rusty Wallace, and Jamie McMurray. The top 10 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. As Junior gets the stage 1 victory now on the lap 105. Johnny Sauter will restart in the race lead. The rookie for RCR that's so far having an up and down season leads. You have Casey Kane back in second and Sadler back in third after some pit strategies really shaking up the running order in this race. And who is in contention and who is not behind us? There's trouble. There's a car spinning the inside wall. That's Michael Waltrip, completely destroyed, head onto the inside wall for our 8th caution of the race here on lap 105. Mikey gets turned in the inside wall, head on. His day is done. And so, ooh, look out. Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin back on the racetrack. Almost caused a wreck, but back at the front of the field, it is now Jeff Green still leading. But now we move on to lap 111. McMurray, Jimmy Johnson battling for the lead. Jimmy Johnson slowing on the apron. He's slowing down, and Johnson will come down for a green flag pit stop and throw away a shot at a win, and with one of the best race cars he's ever had. Jimmy Johnson will pit here under green. That will definitely cost him a lap, and Jamie McMurray now sole possession of the lead on lap 160. Also out of the race now, obviously Michael Waltrip, Ricky Rudd, but now Jeff Burton, Jeff Gordon is out of the race, as well as Kevin Harvick. And Morgan Shepard. Harvick will DNF in 22nd. Your defending champion will get knocked out once again, having a tough midpoint of the year. Also, Elliott Sadler is out. Going to leave us with just 20 cars in this race. Absolute wreckfest breaking out here in the Coke 600. Of course, Harvick being out is huge. As he continues his slide. No, I'm sorry. Elliott Sadler being out is huge. As he was one of the faster cars today. Had top 5 speed. Could have been up in the mix for the win, but now he's done. And it looks like it's all Jamie McMurray. One of just 5 on the lead lap. In trouble. That is Brian Vickers and Dale Jarrett who have crashed, squeezing the outside wall, and around they go. That will bring out the caution. 2 drivers trying to find their way into the playoffs. Back at the front, McMurray in lead. Now Dale Jr. will take over the lead as Stage 2 ends under yellow. So Dale Jr. going to get the Stage 2 win here and sweep the stages in the Coca-Cola 600 for his 5th stage win of the season. Then is McMurray, Biffle, Riggs, and Derek Cope, the top 5. Unbelievable. Then you have Jeremy Mayfield in 6th, Johnny Sauter 7th, Rusty Wallace 8th, Jimmy Johnson 9th, and Casey Kane rounds out your top 10. So a wild stage right there. Junior gets a stage sweep. Another 2 playoff points to his total, making it 10 for the year. Now we move on to the last lap of Stage 3. Jamie McMurray now in position to get the stage win. He's the only car on the lead lap. McMurray has been on fire this stage as Jamie McMurray wins Stage 3 of the Coke 600 for his first stage win of the year. In dominating fashion, the only car on the lead lap. Unbelievable. Looks like Jamie Mack is well on his way to his first career Cup Series victory here in the Coca-Cola 600. As long as nothing happens like him crashing, he should be the winner. Greg Biffle, your runner-up in the stage. Rusty Wallace 3rd. Derek Cope 4th. Jimmy Johnson in 5th. Then is Mayfield, Riggs, Sauter, Ward Burton, and Casey Kane in the top 10. But Jamie Mack, the stage winner. And now we move on to just 3 laps to go here in the Coke 600. Jamie McMurray in the lead, looking for career win number 1. 2 laps ahead of second place. Greg Biffle just dominating this race. The caution is out on the racetrack. The caution has come out. What has happened? What has happened? We don't see anything at first, but we're going to rewind a bit and figure out what the hell happened here. So we're going to try to find out what happened to bring out the yellow. So we can rewind with the pace car here. And as we look down here to see what has happened, what's transpired to bring out the caution, that is the 50 of Derek Cope gone around to bring out the yellow. Our 13th and final caution of the night here on lap 398. He gets turned by Ward Burton. Derek Cope hits the outside wall. He crashes. That brings out the caution as we come to take the yellow and checkered flags. Jamie McMurray gets his first career Nextel Cup Series victory in the Coca-Cola 600. He is into the playoffs, snapping a 49 race winless streak to start his career. McMurray gets his first career victory here in the Coke 600. Joins his teammate of Casey Mears in the playoffs. What an unlikely duo, but Jamie Mack gets the win. He is into the playoffs now. That 42 car is back to championship contending form, as now both of those guys outrunning Sterling Marlin, which is really shocking. See the final race results on the left side of your screen, and the long list of DNFs for this race. Only 16 finishing the race and only 1 on the lead lap. See the updated playoff grid momentarily. Now to the playoff grid. Jamie McMurray becomes our 11th different winner through 13 races. So 13 races to go, only 5 spots available. We could have more than 16 winners again. That would be insane. But Jamie Mack up to 7th. A dominant performance gets in the playoffs. Drivers currently pointing their way into the playoffs: Jeff Gordon, Brian Vickers, Greg Biffle, Matt Kenseth, and Scott Riggs are the 5 drivers in. Bobby Labonte, the first one, out by 17. Jeremy Mayfield out by 22. Ricky Rudd out by 32. Joe Nemechek out by 34. And Ken Schrader out by 47. So until the next episode at Dover, I hope you all have a good one.